Making $10,000 a month from dropshipping might sound like a wild internet fantasy, but it could be closer to reality than you think. Let me guess. You've seen the Lamborghinis, the Shopify dashboards, and the just woke up and made $1,500 overnight tweets. It all seems like a dream, or worse, a scam. But here's the truth. Not all that glitters is gold. Yet, some of it is. And if you know how to separate the hype from the actual strategy, you might just discover one of the most powerful modern income machines of our time. But before we go too far, let's address the elephant in the room. Why does everyone suddenly want to become a dropshipper? Because it's easy to start, but hard to master. It looks passive, it looks glamorous, but hidden under the surface is a battlefield of marketing funnels, product testing, refund disputes, and razor-thin profit margins. So the real question isn't, can you start dropshipping? It's, can you sustainably scale it to $10,000 a month and beyond? That's what this video is about. No fluff, no fake screenshots, just raw truth, tools, strategy, and yes, a little bit of humor to keep you awake. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. We'll explore the real business model of dropshipping, where people are succeeding, and why 90% fail. And just so you're not left guessing, we're walking through what dropshipping is really about in 2025, which business strategies actually work today, how successful dropshippers think, how to pick products people actually buy, and what your first 90 days must look like to ever reach that 5-figure dream. But first, a quick story that might sound familiar. A guy named Jordan started his dropshipping store with $150. He found a phone accessory on AliExpress, threw together a website in 2 days, and ran a few TikTok ads. In the first week, he got 2 sales. Then, silence. No traffic, no engagement. Ads were burning money. He almost quit, until he made one change. He studied a competitor's funnel, copied their product description style, and added urgency with real-time inventory scarcity. Fast forward 6 weeks, he hit his first $1,200 week. Month 3, $8,400 in revenue. Net profit, just under $2,000. Not a Lamborghini, but enough to believe this thing works. That's the line we're walking today. Not fantasy, not failure, but the space in between, where $10,000 a month becomes reality for those who learn, adapt, and apply. So strap in, because now we're diving into the trenches of modern dropshipping and answering the question, can you really make $10,000 a month with dropshipping? The short answer, yes. But the how, that's what matters. And that's exactly what we're covering, starting right now. All right, let's dive deep. Because this is where the real story begins. Not the dream, but the grind. Making $10,000 a month in dropshipping isn't about copying someone else's store or slapping up trendy products. It's about understanding the entire ecosystem, the mechanics, the psychology, and yes, the math behind a successful operation. Let's break this down step by step, and I promise, no fluff. Just facts, insight, and a few hard truths. The foundation. What you're really selling. Let's get this straight. Dropshipping isn't about products. It's about marketing and experience. People don't buy phone cases because they need them. They buy them because it represents a mood, a status, or sometimes just a vibe. And your job isn't to list random products and hope for the best. Your job is to create demand where none existed. The real trick? Find a micro niche. Not fitness gear, but aesthetic home gym accessories for women in their 30s. That's specific, that's targetable, that's powerful. Ever tried selling a flamingo pool float in December? Yeah, not all products are created equal, and seasonality can kill your dreams faster than shipping delays. So, if you're still asking, what should I sell? You're asking the wrong question. Ask, who do I want to serve, And what do they obsess over? 2. Building the store. Perception equals profit. You could be selling gold, but if your store looks like a scam from 2012, no one's buying. The first impression counts. Use Shopify or WooCommerce. Keep it clean. Avoid 30 pop-ups screaming, "Buy now," and focus on UX. Every second your site takes to load, that's a lost customer. Use conversion-focused design. Think testimonials, trust badges, scarcity triggers, but not fake ones, and clean navigation. Here's a real-life example. James from Austin launched a minimalist kitchen brand. He spent $800 on a clean theme, professional photos, and strong branding. Result? $13,000 in his third month. The product? A fancy butter dish. Why? Because he sold luxury, not plastic. 3. Marketing. That actually works in 2025. Here's where many fail. They launch the store and expect strangers to show up and throw money. Doesn't work. You need traffic, and traffic isn't just about paying Facebook. It's about attention. And attention is expensive. There are 3 pillars: paid ads, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Test small. Scale what converts. Organic content. TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, Pinterest pins. Go viral, get free traffic. Influencer collabs. Micro-influencers convert better than you think. The secret? Hook first thinking. Your ad isn't about your product, it's about stopping the scroll. Think problems, desires, and dopamine. If you can't sell your product to your skeptical cousin, maybe your copy sucks. Brutal? Sure, but real. And let's talk numbers. For a $10,000 month, if your average order value is $50, you need 200 orders per month. That's roughly 7 orders per day. Doesn't sound impossible, right? But it depends on having killer ad creatives, high-converting product pages, and smooth fulfillment. 4. The fulfillment puzzle. The beauty of dropshipping is zero inventory. The curse, shipping times, and quality control. You must vet your suppliers. AliExpress is okay for beginners, but if you're serious, look at CJ, Dropshipping, Zendrop, or even private agents. And here's the real strategy. Test with AliExpress, then bulk order to a US warehouse once a product proves profitable. That's how you win on shipping speed and customer satisfaction. Leah, a 28-year-old from Chicago, sold a pet grooming glove. After 3 weeks of testing and 300 orders, she shipped 1,000 units to a US fulfillment center. Her refund rate dropped by 80%, and her monthly profit jumped from $2,400 to $7,000. Dropshipping doesn't mean lazy shipping. It means smart logistics. 5 systems, automation, and scaling. Now, we're getting close to that $10,000 a month dream. But here's the kicker. You don't get there by doing more. You get there by doing less, better. You need to automate. Order fulfillment with apps like Oberlo, de-essers, or AutoDS. Customer service using chatbots or VA support. Email marketing flows with Klaviyo or MailChimp. And most importantly, you need to track KPIs. CAC, customer acquisition cost, AOV, average order value, LTV, lifetime value, ROAS, return on ad spend. If acronyms scare you more than taxes, e-commerce might not be your lane. But learn these and watch your business grow like a boss. Scaling is all about control. Do not scale garbage. You'll only lose money faster. Instead, scale only the campaigns that return 2x or more. 6. Mindset and misconceptions. Let's get real for a second. Dropshipping isn't passive, not at first. Not until you've built the systems. So, if you're expecting to sip margaritas on a yacht, while Shopify dings your phone every 5 seconds, sorry. But if you're willing to learn, fail fast, and optimize constantly, then yes, $10,000 a month is not just possible, it's probable. The catch? You've got to treat it like a business, not a side hustle, not a get-rich-quick scheme. Here's a real-life story. David, a former Uber driver, took 9 months to hit $10,000 a month. But now he works 3 hours a day managing his store, and the rest is handled by automation and freelancers. It's not magic, it's momentum. You're probably wondering, what products actually work right now? Or, what's the secret sauce that top dropshippers are hiding? Good news. We'll talk about profitable niches, winning product examples, and the exact scaling roadmap now. Let's come full circle. We started this journey with a question. Can you really make $10,000 a month with dropshipping? Now, after breaking down the truth, debunking the myths, and exploring both the golden opportunities and the very real obstacles, you're probably sitting there with one final thought. Should I actually start? Let me tell you something honest. You don't need to be a genius to succeed at dropshipping. You need clarity, consistency, and commitment. The people who are making 5 and even 6 figures per month with this model, they aren't always tech wizards. They're not always marketing experts either. They're just people who decided to take the plunge, to learn fast, to fail smart, and most importantly, to keep going even when the results weren't immediate. Lesson from the field. I want you to meet Jake, not literally, but let's talk about his story. Jake was 28. He worked a 9-to-5 as a customer service rep, made about $42,000 a year, lived in a small town in Arizona, and hated his job. He wasn't broke, but he wasn't building wealth. He stumbled across a YouTube video, just like this one about dropshipping. Decided to give it a shot. First 2 months, he lost $800. Testing products, nothing worked. He was on the verge of quitting, but something clicked. He realized he was chasing viral products instead of solving problems. He pivoted, started a niche store focused on eco-friendly pet accessories. He ran Facebook ads with UGC-style videos. No hype, just benefit-driven content. Fast forward to now. Jake makes between $8,000 to $12,000 per month. Not every month is perfect. But here's the difference. He's free. He takes Fridays off. He travels. He's now stacking profits into real estate. That's not a fantasy. That's the power of persistence plus practicality. Let's say you're serious. Not just intrigued, but ready to make moves. Here's what you should actually do after this video ends. 1, pick a niche that solves a pain point. Don't sell what's trending. Sell what's needed. Something boring. Something frustrating. Think pet anxiety, back pain, disorganized kitchens, tech clutter. People don't buy cool, they buy solutions. 2, spy on what's already selling. Use tools like AliShark, Dropship Spy, or simply browse TikTok, Amazon, Etsy. What's getting attention, comments, repeat engagement? There's your clue. 3, build a one-product store. First, not a general store. Not even a niche store. Start with one product. It simplifies branding, testing, and conversion. Once it hits, you can scale into a brand. Learn paid ads or organic TikTok. You've got 2 lanes, either master meta ads, Facebook, Instagram, or go hard on TikTok organic content. UGC wins. No need to show your face. Use voiceovers and stock footage. 5, set a budget and timeline. Start with $500 to $1,000 if you're using paid ads. Be ready to lose that initially. It's not lost, it's data. Give yourself 60 days of consistent effort before deciding it's not working. 6, focus on CRO, conversion rate optimization. Speedy website, strong product page copy, trust badges, reviews, and clear CTAs. That alone can take you from losing to winning. 7, reinvest. Don't splurge. The first $10,000 in profit, don't touch it. Reinvest into inventory, creatives, and team. Buy freedom before you buy fashion. Let's talk fear. Because it's real. You're probably scared. That's normal. What if I fail? What if I lose my savings? What if everyone was right and this is just a scam? Fear isn't your enemy, inaction is. You don't conquer fear by waiting for it to vanish. You conquer fear by doing it scared, taking messy action. Most people wait for the perfect moment and never move. You don't need perfect, you need progress. And that starts with opening Shopify, clicking Start Free Trial, and taking that very first step. The secret no one tells you. Dropshipping is not just a business, it's a training ground. You'll learn digital marketing, copywriting, branding, logistics, budgeting, ad testing, human psychology. Even if you fail, you'll come out the other side with a six-figure skill set. You'll become someone who knows how to create cash on command. That's the biggest win. Not just the money, but the power. The power to not depend on an employer, the power to pivot, the power to adapt. That's worth more than any product you'll ever sell. You might be wondering, okay, I get it. But what's the actual blueprint from day 1 to 10K a month? In our next video, I'll walk you through the exact 30-day launch plan, from zero to testing to scaling. Even if you've never sold anything online, you'll want to bookmark that one. But for now, if this video fired you up, hit that like button like it owes you money. Drop a comment telling me your biggest takeaway or fear. I read them all. And most importantly, subscribe. Not just for dropshipping strategies, but for every digital wealth building method we discover, test, and teach. We're building a community of creators, not consumers. Owners, not order takers. Remember, you don't need another job. You need another system. And dropshipping might just be your gateway. Until next time, stay bold, stay curious, and let your hustle be louder than your doubts.